So you are looking to establish business credit. Maybe you've already started your LLC, or maybe you haven't yet. Either way, you're in the right place. Because today, I'm going to be covering from start to finish how to start your Turo business and how to begin to establish business credit. So if you're interested in any of that information, make sure to stick around until the end of the video. And just as a heads up, I really am covering everything here. I want to make sure that you are all informed on the entire process. So rest assured, you will be able to find what you're looking for in this video. Before we get started, I worked super hard on making this video, so if you wouldn't mind tapping that like button for me, I would super appreciate it. I want everybody interested in the Turo platform to be able to see this video, and one way to help me do that is by hitting the like button. It's absolutely free and it'll help me out a ton. And while you're at it, if you're interested in tons of Turo content created with the sole purpose to help you make boatloads of money, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I've got tons of content lined up and I'm super excited to share it with you all. My subscriber watch time has been going kinda crazy lately, so that must mean that the people that actually subscribe seem to be really getting something out of watching my videos. But how about we get started with the video? We've got a ton to cover and I'm not gonna waste anybody's time. Let's start with step 1. You need an LLC. For those of you that already have an LLC with an EIN established, feel free to skip ahead because I'm gonna cover the quickest and easiest way to get an LLC set up. I do have timestamps in the description, so feel free to click ahead to the section that you need. For those of you that still need to get your LLC started up, let's get straight to it.
I'm ready! I'm ready! I'm ready!
The quickest and easiest way to get your LLC set up and get your business an EIN, which is required to really start building credit for your business, is by using a service that I'm partnered with called InkFile. InkFile allows you to open up your LLC starting at $0 in extra fees. Literally, they do all the work for you, taking the complicated government websites out of the equation, and you literally don't have to pay anything over your state fees. For some states like California, you can literally get your LLC started up through InkFile for $5. That means that you can start an LLC for less than what it costs to get a Big Mac meal at McDonald's. So if you're interested in setting up your LLC today, without all the headache, follow along with me here. So you're gonna start by opening up the description in literally any of my videos. I've got the link at the top in every video. You're gonna see this link here that links to my Linktree profile. On the Linktree, you're gonna see the InkFile link. And let me say here that using my link will not cost you an extra dime, but it does help support the channel so I can keep bringing out Turo content for you all. So you'll click this link here that'll bring us to the InkFile website. Here on the InkFile website, we're gonna click Start My Business, which will bring us to a screen where we will get to choose the type of business we'd like to start and the state we'd like to form it in. For the purposes of this video, we're gonna leave this at LLC and we'll be selecting California. But please note that this will work for literally any state in the United States. If you live in the US, this will work for you. So once you've selected your state, it'll automatically bring you down to the plan information. InkFile has multiple plans that you can choose from, starting at literally $0 over your state fees, as I mentioned before. They are essentially allowing you to use their site for free. This is a no-brainer. Why go through the hassle when you don't have to? If you're interested in receiving your EIN and not having to go through filing forms to reclaim your LLC status, you can opt for one of their premium packages here. Once you've selected your plan, the site will ask you for some contact information. So quickly fill in that information here. After filling that information in, it'll ask you if you'd like to expedite your filing. Honestly, it says that it'll take 4 weeks otherwise, but in my experience, it can be completed without expediting in as quick as 2 weeks. If you're interested in the fast filing though, you are able to opt into that here. When we click Next, this is the exciting part where you'll be able to select your business name. InkFile has a name selection tool that'll make sure your name is actually available and save you the time and hassle of having to refile with an available name. Then, choose the way you'd like LLC to be shown in your name, and I always opt for the plain LLC designation as it makes things less complicated. Then select the number of members that own your business. If it's just you, then select 1. But if maybe your husband or wife is your business partner and you'd like to have them included, select 2. As for business purpose, I'll show on screen what I have always written in for our car rental business. And next is something very important that you'll have to designate if this will be primarily a Turo Rental Car Business. It asks for your industry keyword, and here's the code you're going to type in, 532111. which is the designation for passenger car rentals. Then, when you scroll down, you'll see that they offer you a business address. If you plan to use your home address, you might want to opt into this because your business address will be available to anyone that looks your business up on the state website.
No good, Mr. Krabs.
Allow me, boy. Great! Now that
All your stuffs.
in the trunk,
There's room for you to sit up front.
If you'd like that extra layer of privacy, feel free to opt in. Otherwise, type in your business address and we can continue. Next up, InkFile will ask you if you want to upgrade. You can see that this is where they offer the EIN service, so if you'd like to bypass having to navigate the websites and file certain forms, you can opt in here, or you can continue with forming your LLC without having to add these on. I personally added them on because I like convenience, but this is completely up to you. If you don't opt in, you'll have to file for your EIN before continuing with the video, just as a heads up. Next, it will ask for your member information. They make it super easy for you if you're a one-member LLC, where you can just click your name and address and boom, we can move on. Next, they offer free registered agent service for a year. It's nice to have for the first year, but honestly, after a year, you'll have to file a change of address through your state website, so personally, I just serve as my own registered agent for free with no future hassle. When you click into the next section, I opted into the EIN service, so it'll ask for my SSN and tax filing information before moving on. Next, they offer you a business banking account, offering some bonus cash, and if you're interested, feel free to opt in, but I personally like US Bank, so I opted out. Then we will select whether we'd like to e-file or file through FedEx. I like free and I like electronic, so I'm always e-filing if I have the option to. Then they have a couple of extra offerings. Honestly, I just skipped these, but feel free to read through and opt in if you're interested. Finally, we will get to a review page where we will review all the information we've entered before being redirected to the billing page. This is where you'll submit your billing information and boom, your LLC will be up and running in a matter of days. That is a complete walkthrough of the InkFile process. Again, if you're interested in starting your LLC with InkFile, I'd super appreciate you using the link in my link tree below. It truly helps out the channel a ton. And with that, we can move on to the next part of the video. For step 2, we're going to be talking about the 2 methods in which you can start to establish business credit for your Turo Rental Car Business. These 2 methods are applying for a business credit card versus a business auto loan. Right off the bat, I'll let you know that it is light years easier to start with a business auto loan over a business credit card. This can be great for you for one specific reason: building your fleet. You can start to build your fleet and establish your credit all in one. The way that I've found success in securing business auto loans with a new LLC is by going directly to the dealership and getting approved for a loan through their financing department. If you try to go to banks or credit unions, you may run into an issue of them telling you that your LLC is too new and that they need 2 years of tax returns in order to help you. But if you go to the dealership and tell them right off the bat that you'd like to purchase the car in your business name, they have close relationships with banks, and sometimes they do in-house financing and make extra money on top of the sale for securing a loan for you. In other words, they're gonna make it happen for you as long as you have decent credit, probably anything above a 630 credit score. One thing to note is that you will have to personally guarantee on your business auto loans until your business has established credit, likely for the first 2 years. But rest assured that the cars will be in your business name. It's really that simple. One thing I've run into is car salesmen not knowing how to handle this, and that's why you have to ask them to speak to the financing department or to their manager. These individuals will likely know how to help you out, so if your car salesman is telling you that it can't be done, let them know that you know that it can be and that you want to chat with the manager or the finance department. Don't take no for an answer. If you're interested instead in opening up a business credit card first in order to start to build some business credit, there are a few ways that you can do so. The first way is to find a smaller scale card that you can get approved for, even without 2 years of business tax returns. These are going to be your fleet gas cards and other cards like that are offered at some retail stores or gas stations. The other way that you can secure a business credit card early on is by working directly with a banker. I was able to secure a card through US Bank literally 1 week after starting my LLC because of my close relationship with a business banker.
1 week later.
These business bankers are able to push applications through even when they're recommended to be rejected because of the LLC age. And as with the business auto loans, a lot of this will depend on your personal credit score. So if your credit score isn't looking too shiny right now, Make sure to boost it up a bit before applying for these credit cards. With that information behind us, I want to quickly cover something super important for the process of building your business credit, which is step 3, taxes. You're going to want to work very closely with a CPA throughout your Turo journey.
Check the rules. Playing certified public accountant isn't as much fun as I thought.
If you're able to find someone that has worked with Turo taxes before, it'll help you out tremendously. But honestly, you can probably explain the whole rental car business in about an hour sit-down conversation with any CPA. And so, you might be asking yourself why taxes are so important for this process. Well, as I've mentioned a couple times in this video, the process of securing loans and credit cards for your business becomes exponentially easier, and it opens you up to a ton of other types of loans and credit cards once you have 2 years of business tax returns. So make sure to stay on top of this, as it'll help you down the road. But with those 3 steps covered, that's essentially the whole process to getting your business credit started. It's a simple process when you think about it.
What's that supposed to mean? Did you hear that?
That is really condescending.
Start your LLC, get your EIN, apply for loans or credit cards, and pay them all on time. Eventually, your business will be able to stand alone without personal guarantees. It's all just a matter of time. So with that being said, I want to thank you for watching today's video. If you found this video helpful, I'd super appreciate you hitting like, tapping the sub button, and clicking the notification bell to stay notified of future content. And until next time, take care everybody.